If you want to make the soulful side of house, one of the most important things for you to understand as a producer is that not all of the producers who make the music actually are the ones performing. Most of the very musical tracks on the soulful side are actually with session musicians. So the producer will usually make the beats and then bring in the session musician to play the keys. And in fact, sometimes a lot of the other musical elements. So take a look at this video here. This is Louis Benedetti and a very talented keyboard player called Selan. So you can see Louis there. So basically he sat down, he's directing Selan and giving him hints about the kind of stuff that he wants to hear.
Like the direction of the stream, just flow with me, 'cause it's time to let go.
So Selan is improvising, playing down what he feels. Louis is recording what he's doing. So what will happen is that a producer like Louis would basically pick his favorite sections of the performance and put them into the track. So really it's a case of arranging the performance from the session musician. What you find if you look at the writing credits or the performing credits of a lot of the Soulful House tunes is that there will be certain keyboard players that are working on a lot of these tracks. Selan, for example, has worked a lot with Masters at Work, but also he's played keys for a lot of famous R&B artists. So he's almost like the go-to man for house keys. It's very important when you're working with a musician to find someone who understands house music as well. So Selan, you can see obviously he understands the style, he understands the kind of faster tempo R&B, which is essentially what Soulful House is. Bringing in essences of the gospel, jazz, funk, soul, all of these elements fused together often. So I just wanted you guys to see this video because it really does capture the whole vibe of the studio where a session musician is playing. And Louis Benedetti has worked with some great session musicians like, for example, Jean Perez, who plays bass, and he played a lot of bass for Masters at Work. So if you're after that soulful sound, realize that the producers who are making the music are often not the ones playing the keys. This level of skill requires many years study and plenty of daily practice in order to sound that good. Don't give up hope though, because there are some techniques that you can use, and we're going to be looking at some of these. Particularly, there are some devices in Live in the MIDI effects folder that can actually benefit you. So we're going to be looking at how to use some of these for the composition side this week.